Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I'm here with my December daily and I want to show you, let's see, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7, 8, and 9. It's been getting harder and harder to get these up because it's just getting busier. As Christmas gets here, we've had some painting going on and a little bit of floor remodeling, and so it seems like those projects are just creating numerous other projects, and I'm still not quite ahead of the game. But I do try to take time each day to get to my December daily. So let's see, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I don't even remember showing those, but I guess I did. Yeah, I do. I remember that now. Okay, so for day 7, the drawing prompt was singing or carols. So I just did this little sketch of a boy singing O Holy Night. I'd like to draw, and I had decided to do a drawing prompt for each day, but my drawing is very amateur, and I haven't felt like I've had the time to really try to do something look super nice. So I've just let myself do a basic little sketch and let that be good enough. I do like the words to song lyrics, so I've kind of done a lot of that so far. When a Christmas song comes to mind that fits in with one of my prompts or pages, I'll just jot down a few of the words. I really like these Pentel metallic inks, and so I've been using those on some of the pages, and it kind of gives it a sparkly Christmassy look. I think, you know, that blue is so pretty at Christmas. I think it is really serene and peaceful. So we had a little movie night with 3 of my grandkids, and we gave them each a really big stuffed animal. They were really inexpensive at the hardware store, so I surprised them with a stuffed animal, and we watched The Jungle Book, which was an old favorite of mine. And we had some snacks. Then for that day, Rowena from Sojourner USA, her journaling prompt was a tradition passed on from my family as a child, or something I would like to do as a tradition. And I thought it would be super fun if our tradition was to go get a Christmas tree, cut it down, and so forth. There's lots of reasons why we don't end up doing that, but I thought that was something that I've always heard about people doing, and I thought that sounded fun. And really the main tradition that we passed, or it was passed down, or I just picked up on, was that my parents always gave us those chocolate coins in our stocking. So I have carried that on with my kids. Let's see, so day 8, I did kind of this collage-y page. Again, Rowena's prompt was first gift I remember receiving. And I can remember a few things from going way back, but probably my main thing was this little black pony that was by my Christmas stocking on a Christmas morning. Not a real pony, sad to say. That was always my dream, to get a real pony for Christmas. This was a toy pony. And then we would get nuts, oranges, and chocolate coins in our stocking. So those are some of my earliest memories. But I like this collage-y effect. Stacy from Stacy Loves the Word gave me this journal. She gave me this paper and this, and then I added a couple pieces that I had. The drawing prompt for day 8 was bells. So I did a couple different kinds of jingle bells. Typically I think of the big church bells. For some reason, if I hear jingle bells, I think of a little jingle bell, but bells make me think of, like, I heard the bells on Christmas Day, big church bells ringing in the maybe in Europe, or in the old way we look at like Currier and Ives print type Christmases of days past. That might have been more of a thing. Let's see, so I wrote down our Christmas Eve plan so I could send an email to our family. We kind of have a group family chat, not an email, but a text chat. And so I told everybody what we were going to do, the general frame of mind, and asked them to bring stuff. And then on this side, I put this little piece of paper, which was from some flowers that my husband brought me after his business trip. And I took a picture of the flowers. And they look like a dirty brown, but they are a very bright, vivid red. I don't know what those little kind are, but I thought they were pretty. I like this Canon Ivy printer for this kind of thing, for scrapbooking or photo journaling. But I found that the picture color isn't identical. I wish it were more vivid. That would be great, but it doesn't bother me really either, because when I add a photo to this, let's see if I have any others. I'll go back a little bit. I may not have too many yet. Oh, there's one of my son in a car at a bowling alley. There's one you could sit in. The color isn't exact right, but it commemorates the event. So for me, that's good enough for this kind of thing. And then if I want another picture, I'll just send them to Walgreens and have them printed. So one night we went to Oberweis and got ice cream. A few of us that were home just felt like doing that. And then I was just playing around with my Neo colors. They're kind of like a crayon / oil pastel, but when you wet them, it activates the color. So I was just kind of goofing off with that just for fun. There's plenty of room in here. And then I told about a brunch that I went to. And then I wrote in here on this card that was enclosed with my packet of items to go with the journal, some baking I wanted to do. I have tried to cut down on the amount of things that I expect for myself to do over the holidays so I can not be totally crazy and just enjoy the season. These are kind of the things that we have to have. I could take these two off, but cranberry orange bread is a must on Christmas Day. Snowballs, Russian tea cakes, whatever you call them. My husband loves those, so we surprise him with a batch of those every year. Poppy seed bread. Pinterest has had a lot of truffle recipes I want to try. I love ginger snaps. My family likes those. And the peppermint bark. So that's a little thing. And if I don't get to doing all those, it'll at least be kind of commemorative of what we like to have. I bought some new washi. I ordered this set from Amazon. I felt like I needed a little more Christmas washi tape. I just had a couple bits and pieces left on my rolls from a couple years ago. So I just put those here and here and here. They're metallic and they're probably causing a glare, but I thought they were really pretty. I like the little prints, and they just will add enough accent without being overpowering in the journal. So I think they're really cute. Day 9's drawing prompt is a Christmas tree. Now, that is like a sad, basic Christmas tree, but I just learned this technique at the little craft brunch I went to, where you can just kind of do this little back and forth big S-curve thing and add some embellishments to show a Christmas tree in a very basic form. I mean, it doesn't really look like a tree, but I think you can look at it and say, oh, that's a Christmas tree. So that was good enough. Again, the drawing prompts, instead of being totally what I want to do each day, they're kind of feeling like a lot right now because, like I said, there's just a lot to do. So I've tried to keep my drawings simple, have a little fun with it, and then move on. I talked about my day here, so I journaled a little bit about that. These pages are pretty basic, not a whole lot of excitement, but I had more to say, so I just focused on that. Day 10, I guess that's today, so I journaled quite a bit here about trying to be peaceful during the holiday season. I love this inside page that Stacy made. It came upon the midnight clear. I think this is so pretty. I love that old woodcut looking style art. I think that's a really fun middle to the journal. And then there's an old painting, and there's some words to Christmas Carol, A Little Town of Bethlehem, that one is. And then today's drawing prompt was a wreath. So I did a real basic little wreath design. Nothing artistic, nothing fancy. And then I wrote the words, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. I left out a few la-las, but get the idea. And that's it. So that is, let's see, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So next time will be technically 10, 11, and 12. But I'll do this every few days till we get through Christmas Eve. And this book is filling up nicely and quickly. So here's the halfway mark. As you can see, let's see, that works out pretty well. We're almost halfway to Christmas, not quite. So I think I'll have enough room to finish off, at least going through Christmas. Maybe not getting through the new year, but we'll see. That's okay if we don't. This has been really a lot of fun. I've enjoyed working in a journal that somebody else has made for me. It was really fun. I like my little pom-poms there for a little accent. And anyway, so there is my December daily catch-up video for you. Here's a little Christmas tree I made at the brunch I went to the other day. This is super easy. I'll just say real quick, if you need a Christmas idea, you can get a twig or a cinnamon stick, cut several lengths of fabric. You can trim and tear them so you get the more rustic, primitive look with that being torn. Pick out whatever fabrics you want and then just tie them on. This is just a single knot, like the beginning of tying a shoe. And I should have probably glued the button to this side, but I didn't. So I think it works either way, actually. And then you can wrap some twine around that, and it can be a ornament for your Christmas tree. My friend that showed us this and brought the supplies suggested too, if you have essential oils, add them to your cinnamon stick before hanging it on the tree, and it'll add a little fragrance to your Christmas tree if you have an artificial one like I do. When you tie on the pieces of fabric, they're going to all be, about the same length. Don't worry about cutting them varying lengths. Just cut the strips, tie them on your stick or your cinnamon stick or your twig or whatever, and then taper in your cutting. So, you could go wide to narrow or narrow to wide, whatever works best for you. Mine is a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. You get the idea. So that is a super quick craft to do with fabric if you have scraps on hand, especially if you have some Christmas looking scraps. And again, another gift for somebody on your list that you just want to give a little something to. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a good holiday season, enjoying some of the festivities. Take time to step away from your work and enjoy the season and enjoy your friends and family. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.